Hey everybody, how you doing out there? Welcome to Reba's Rants. Today, we said goodbye for the first time to Mr. Floyd. I'm sending my condolences out to you and your family, as well as to any family out there that has been the victims of senseless violence. No matter what color you are, you're human. If you and your family have suffered at the hands of any type of violence, my heart goes out to you. Thank you and welcome. Now, let's get started. Now, America, this video, I don't know if it's gonna warm your heart, because it did mine, to the point of I posted, if she ever need a place to stay, my house, my arms are open wide for her. Check it out.
Do you know how many
No, shut up.
No.
Can you shut your mouth for a minute?
No.
Because I actually work in the ghetto. I see the people.
Do you know why they're in that
Go and I
position?
see these people.
Do you understand the systematic
They
and
get all
historical
kinds
reason
of
for why they're in
chances
that
and
position?
They don't care. All they want to do is be ghetto.
No.
Yes, there's some that don't, and there's good people.
No.
Most of them just want to suck off the system or do something bad like drugs or gangs. And that's all they
They
care
have
about.
been oppressed. They have
It
not been
doesn't
given
matter.
the
They
same
get the
opportunities
chances.
you have
Yes,
had.
they do, and there's plenty of black people.
No, they
There's
don't,
plenty
Dad.
There's plenty of
And you not
minorities.
recognizing that as an issue is the reason why it's still continuing today.
I see them all over. There's all kinds of successful people that are of color. It doesn't matter what color, brown, white.
But it's a
orange,
lot harder for
yellow.
them to get to that
It doesn't
position.
matter. When they do, they're fine. But there's always filthy animals. And that
You're
is-
calling people of color black
No.
animals. You're calling them animals.
I'm talking. You didn't let
Are
me
you
finish.
kidding me?
You didn't let me finish.
That's not
I'm
okay.
talking about the
No
children
matter
part,
what,
too.
that's not okay. No matter what, it's
It
not
is
okay.
okay.
Racism is not okay. Why do you think that racism is okay?
It's not- oh, that's mine.
Billy, I'm gonna look at.
mine.
No, I'm looking at
That's
statistics
my
right
medal. I
now.
gotta get a necklace.
Your statistics they can be warped. Statistics can be warped. You want me to show you videos?
So why are my-
Do you want me to show you videos of cops? I will do
why
it.
is statistics wrong?
Because they can be
Right.
warped. I'm not giving statistics right now. They can be warped. Personal experiences can't.
No, because this is actually putting it into play. When you
Wearing it?
Do I need to show you a bunch of videos of cops attacking
That's your
protesters?
problem.
Peaceful
All you do
protesters.
is watch
listen,
that
listen
shit.
to this. This is the number.
You mean I'm informed and educated?
You're not though. You're,
Yes, I
You're
am.
one-sided in form.
Mom, I was watching political stuff and you said to turn that off because you don't want to hear about it.
Because
That
I'm
means that
sick
I
of
am
hearing it.
educated
I'm
on it and
sick
you
of
are not.
hearing it. I'm sick of hearing it.
The fact that you can have that ignorance,
Really,
ignorance for the majority is bliss.
Okay, so-
Ignorance for the minority
So I'm
is
looking at statistics
destruction.
that are wrong. This is just pure wrong information out there.
Just give me the statistic.
In 2017, 457 white people were shot to death by the police in the United States.
Okay.
223 were black.
76% of the population is white. 13% is black.
I
If-
get that.
If they were being killed at the exact same rate by police officers, the rate of black people being killed would be 8.9. But it's not. It's 24%. The rate of white people being killed should be about where it is. So they're being killed at a higher rate. There's more white people, meaning that the amount of people killed by cops who are white would be higher.
The reaction of the person. I'm not saying
Because
it's,
they're
I'm
tired.
not saying it's
They're tired
right.
of being treated
I'm
that
not
way.
saying it's right.
Good.
But if they started teaching them that this is the world that we live in, you don't want to be killed. Why do you think your friend's father taught him that?
Because
He
so
does-
that
so
his
that he-
black son doesn't end up dead like Tamir Rice.
Because he doesn't want him to grow up with the chip on his shoulder that
He doesn't
no
want his
police
black
can-
son to end up dead.
Exactly.
That's not okay. Why do you think that's okay?
Because
Why is it something that you're okay with? Why is that
I'm
a
not-
reality that you're
who's
okay
saying
with?
I'm okay with it.
But you are.
No, I'm not. I'm
So
saying,
stand against it. So stand against it. If you're not okay with it, so
You
stand
wanna know
against
when I'll
it.
stand against it? When the black people in the ghetto stop carrying an illegal weapon. When the black people in the ghetto stop murdering each other.
I'll start caring about cops when they stop killing black people.
I'll start caring about black people and they stop killing cops.
What you think, America? Wasn't that some damn shit? Really? That shit just blew me. Didn't she rock, America? That little girl rocked her ass off. And it's a damn shame that the shit she talking should be coming from her damn parents. Don't you think? That's damn ridiculous. This baby. What you think how old she was? I will give her 12. I'm gonna give her 12. You know you can't tell these days with these damn kids. But I don't even know them damn statistics that she said. Really? Oh, those goddamn parents need to be locked up for a hate crime teaching the damn child because she sit up there and beg. And when he called us animals, America, come on now. He's supposed to be teaching her not to call humans animals. That's crazy. Little girl, if you ever come to Las Vegas, please look me up, Miss Reba. Cause girl, I'm gonna cook you a home good meal. I'm gonna take you shopping. And I'm telling it live on TV, on this video, I'm gonna take you shopping. We gonna have a limit though, sister, okay? But I'm gonna give you something because I have never witnessed a child. And this is the time, I don't care that she was being a little bit damn rebellious. This was good because she got more damn sense than her own damn parents, people. And that's a damn shame. And I want to applaud her. Because, you know, we always sit and say racism is taught, but that don't mean they gotta learn. And thank God, this little baby right here, she gonna be damn president one day. And if I'm alive when she is, you got my vote, baby. Go on, start at 18, 19, be the youngest female. Because, baby, you said something. And I want to applaud you, baby. Parents of this little girl, y'all better listen to her. Listen to what she's saying because you are one of the leftists that ain't getting this shit. But we have to go through. This little child is preaching to her own parents about racism. And what are they saying to their child? Oh, it's ghetto. Well, let me just give you a little enlightenment. Just so you know, ghetto's in every damn neighborhood, brother, sister. So don't put us down. Don't think that y'all ass is the one on damn opiates. Really? Opiates didn't come a damn pandemic until y'all asses got hooked on them. Now, you want to say we are on drugs? How many times did you see on the front of People magazine? 5,000 faces for a pandemic of opiate. Did you see any blacks for crack in the 80s? Really? Did we get any magazine with 5,000 faces on it for the drugs that was brought into the ghetto? Crack. Really? That never got to be a pandemic. Crack didn't, but opiates did. What you think, America? And unfortunately, I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just putting out a point, America. I can say what I want to say, as you well know. But the thing is, what I'm saying, let me just clarify it again. Crack? Did you see any people protesting against crack? Did you see any rehab centers for crack? Heroin? Wasn't that many. But when the opiate epidemic came, we saw all kinds of rehab centers on every corner. Meth. I feel, and I don't know anything much about drugs, so if y'all know that I'm overstepping, let me know, kindly please. But meth and crack, for what I understand, ain't too far from each other. So, you know, I feel this is truly a situation where this little girl right here, she know what the hell she talking about. And like she said, the black people been oppressed. This is a child telling y'all asses this, really? Listen, I say a damn again, parents. Listen to y'all, baby. Don't get mad. Sit down, read some damn Wikipedia, and then apologize to your baby. Dumbasses. Jesus. Okay, America. This next video, sister girl, I just want to say, Kimberly Jones, girl, you made me want to say, girl, you made me wake up and say, oh my goodness. And I've been here 54 years. Baby, I like what you said. Let's see what you think, America. Check it out.
So, I've been seeing a lot of things talking of the people making commentary. Interestingly enough, the ones I've noticed that have been making the commentary are wealthy black people making the commentary about we should not be rioting, we should not be looting, we should not be tearing up our own communities. And then there's been an argument of the other side of we should be hitting them in the pocket. We should be focusing on the blackout days where we don't spend money. But, you know, I feel like we should do both. And I feel like I support both. And I'll tell you why I support both. I support both because when you have a civil unrest like this, there are three types of people in the streets. There are the protesters, there are the rioters, and there are the looters. The protesters are there because they actually care about what is happening in the community. They want to raise their voices, and they are there strictly to protest. You have the rioters who are angry, who are anarchists, who really just want to fuck shit up, and that's what they're going to do regardless. And then you have the looters. And the looters almost exclusively are just there to do that, to loot. Now, people are like, well, what did you gain? Well, what did you get from looting? I think that as long as we're focusing on the what, we're not focusing on the why, and that's my issue with that. As long as we're focusing on what they're doing, we're not focusing on why they're doing. And some people are like, well, those aren't people who are legitimately angry about what's happening. Those are people who just want to get stuff. Okay, well then, let's go with that. Let's say that's what it is. Let's ask ourselves why in this country in 2020, the financial gap between poor blacks and the rest of the world is at such a distance that people feel like their only hope and only opportunity to get some of the things that we flaunt and flash in front of them all the time is to walk through a broken glass window and get it. That they are so hopeless that getting that necklace, getting that TV, getting that change, getting that bed, getting that phone, whatever it is that they're gonna get, is that in that moment when the riots happen and if they present an opportunity of looting, that's their only opportunity to get it. We need to be questioning that why. Why are people that poor? Why are people that broke? Why are people that food insecure, that clothing insecure, that they feel like their only shot, that they are shooting their shot by walking through a broken glass window to get what they need? And then people want to talk about, well, there's plenty of people who pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and got it on their own. Why can't they do that? Let me explain to you something about economics in America. And I'm so glad that as a child, I got an opportunity to spend time at Push where they taught me this, is that we must never forget that economics was the reason that black people were brought to this country. We came to do the agricultural work in the South and the textile work in the North. Do you understand that? That's what we came to do. We came to do the agricultural work in the South and the textile work in the North. Now, if I right now decided that I wanted to play Monopoly with you, and for 400 rounds of playing Monopoly, I didn't allow you to have any money, I didn't allow you to have anything on the board, I didn't allow for you to have anything. And then we played another 50 rounds of Monopoly, and everything that you gained and you earned while you were playing that round of Monopoly was taken from you. That was Tulsa, that was Rosewood. Those are places where we built black economic wealth, where we were self-sufficient, where we owned our stores, where we owned our property, and they burned them to the ground. So that's 450 years. So for 400 rounds of Monopoly, you don't get to play at all. Not only do you not get to play, you have to play on the behalf of the person that you're playing against. You have to play and make money and earn wealth for them, and then you have to turn it over to them. So then for 50 years, you finally get a little bit and you're allowed to play. And every time that they don't like the way that you're playing, or that you're catching up, or that you're doing something to be self-sufficient, they burn your game. They burn your cards. They burn your Monopoly money. And then finally at the release and the onset of that, they allow you to play and they say, okay, now you catch up. Now at this point, the only way you're going to catch up in the game is if the person shares the wealth, correct? But what if every time you share the wealth, then there's psychological warfare against you to say, oh, you're an equal opportunity hire. So if I played 400 rounds of Monopoly with you and I had to play and give you every dime that I made, and then for 50 years, every time that I played, if you didn't like what I did, you got to burn it like they did in Tulsa and like they did in Rosewood, how can you win? How can you win? You can't win. The game is fixed. So when they say, why do you burn down the community? Why do you burn down your own neighborhood? It's not ours. We don't own anything. We don't own anything. Trevor Noah said it so beautifully last night. There's a social contract that we all have, that if you steal or if I steal, then the person who is the authority comes in and they fix the situation. But the person who fixes the situation is killing us. So the social contract is broken. And if the social contract is broken, why the fuck do I give a shit about burning the fucking Football Hall of Fame, about burning a fucking Target? You broke the contract when you killed us in the streets and didn't give a fuck. You broke the contract when for 400 years we played your game and built your wealth. You broke the contract when we built our wealth again on our own by our bootstraps in Tulsa and you dropped bombs on us. When we built it in Rosewood and you came in and you slaughtered us. You broke the contract, so fuck your Target. Fuck your Hall of Fame. As far as I'm concerned, they could burn this bitch to the ground. And it still wouldn't be enough. And they are lucky that what black people are looking for is equality and not revenge.
What I tell you, America? This girl, I'm telling you, she made me really think, you know, we've been really down. Just think about it. In the black neighborhood, people who have stores mainly in most black neighborhoods. Not us. Usually it's Asian, Arabians, Filipinos, Koreans. Not us. And what I want to understand is that how they get loans and they just getting over here. How they get a loan? What's going on with that? Why couldn't somebody finally come to a black neighborhood and say, you need help? Just like when you was talking or approved the loan for the minority of a lighter color, you could have been approving another loan for the neighbor next to the stuff. Really, America? She hit it the nail on the head. Those people that looted, as she said, they felt this was the only time they can say, I got some that they got. And I understand that. I really understand that now. Because I was on the other side saying, don't come and mess up their neighborhood, their livelihood. But it wasn't y'all in the first beginning. They came to show help to us, not create something for us to give back to us. They didn't do that. In one of the news medias that I was watching, there was a store, a white-owned store, a big, nice grocery store that was in a black neighborhood. And they did come up and help her clean up because they said that, you know, she put them to work in her grocery store, you know. I don't know what's the chain level as in management or whatever with all, but she claims that, you know, they claim that she really helps their neighborhood. And that's very unusual, Miracle, to find, you know, they are really helping the neighborhood compared to the other minorities. When you walk into their store, you never gonna see one of us up in there. Never. And they in our own neighborhood. And they won't hire us, but they want us to spend our money, but they don't want to hire us. You know, the corner store in the black neighborhood that always have Mr. Ching Ho or Mr. Hassan. But you ain't gonna never hardly see a Mr. Jackson. You're never hardly gonna see a Mr. Jackson in the corner store of a black neighborhood. And I'm not preaching racism. I'm preaching fact, people. People can think how I am or what I'm saying. I'm just speaking the truth. So, Kimberly Jones, girl, you sure enough hit the nail on the head in that Monopoly game. But now, after hearing you, we all should go get a Monopoly game and figure out how we can do the real shit, taking back, owning our own. Have you really ever thought about things, America? You know, they say, you know, the American dream is owning a home. Yeah, we owning it, all right. We paying a mortgage. But when we finish that mortgage, why the hell we gotta keep paying damn taxes? Property taxes. Hell, we done paid enough money in 30 damn years. That should cover the rest of the taxes for another damn 30 years. Can y'all give us that as black people? How about giving us that? Y'all can start that as a reparations for us. Let us all get loans for houses. And another thing, America, what she made me think about. It's another thing y'all got us so wrapped around an excuse not to give us shit. Listening to her, which I've always thought about this, even down to my parents, always, as I've always known, on paid a mortgage. Completely paid off 2 mortgage, my parents. But they didn't shouldn't have to stop paying taxes until they got over 65. Why do we have to wait to 65 if we owning property to stop paying property taxes? America, what's the purpose? Because once you pay, like I say, once you pay 30 years, taxes should not, should have already been paid. When we get the deed, that land should be ours. That house is ours. But you still can come and take it away from us if we miss those taxes. That's so crazy. And another thing, America, I feel that is another excuse for keeping us minorities, mostly minorities, from getting what we want and what we need. Y'all done thought of this bullshit of a credit score. Really? People shouldn't have to go get a bunch of credit cards to prove their worthiness. Even down to the banks is giving us illusions. Oh yeah, you can go charge up that credit card as much as you want to. That's the plastic part of it. They don't let you know real money gotta pay that bitch off. So people, we need to listen to Kimberly Jones. People, minority, black, anybody that's trying to get something that say they own it. You never really own it. You truly never really own it. You are leasing everything you think you own. Even when you're paying for a car. Y'all know these damn cars are outrageously priced. Y'all know most of these damn houses are outrageously priced. But just think about how many very affluential black neighborhoods in America. How many behind the gates. How many black people, complete black families, are behind gates in Beverly Hills? Hell, in Lake Las Vegas here. How many times can we pass gated communities and say, oh, I would love to live in there? Black people have that dream. I myself had that dream, living in little bit Columbus, Georgia. And when I came out west and really see how hard it is for a minority to get places here in the West, it's just as bad in the South. So now it's not a North and a West and the East and the South, or however you want to call all these so-called directions. The big damn direction is that they ain't trying to direct shit in our damn way. They try to give us obstacles, excuses for what we can't have. So when you understand this, you will understand what Miss Jones is saying, how the rioters are going through glass and taking stuff that they ain't never had in their life, because they know this is the only chance they may ever have a chance to have something nice, is to take it. And unfortunately, they found their opportunity on the back of Mr. George Floyd's death. So unfortunately, that had to happen, America, for us to wake up and realize what y'all owe to us black people. All our ancestors that were slaves and took care of y'all kids and picked y'all cotton and cooked all the collard greens that y'all didn't know how to cook back then. How many times any white person think after watching Roots in the 70s, somebody out there should have started something for us, but it keeps on going. I posted the other day a picture of the riot and what they did to us in 1965 in Selma. And the identical picture of today in 2020 looks the same. 55 years, we are still being beaten and tear gassed for standing up for what is rightly ours. Freedom of speech. And Trump, what you did the other day, you really think you are a leader to tear gas our own people. So America, I'm gonna end on this video here, and I want everybody to pull up on Corey Lamont page and listen to Kimberly Jones. Because sister, God bless you. You spoke that. Wake up, America, again. Oh, America, America, America. You know, this next video, it gonna piss every color off on this video, because what we fighting for? Non-violence. Now check this video out.
The loudest condemnation this morning is for police in Buffalo. A moment of violence caught on camera, and we're going to show it to you, and you should be prepared because it's very difficult to watch as a man in his 70s is knocked down by officers.
He is bleeding out of his ear. He's bleeding out of his ear. Get somebody over here. He's bleeding out of his ear. Get him medic. What? Help on me. I'm moving back.
steps. Let's go. Get back.
As you can see there, before an officer moves in front of the camera, another protester is arrested. It's a reporter with the news outlet that recorded the incident who tells police to get an ambulance for the man. Buffalo's mayor says the 75-year-old is in serious but stable condition. He goes on to call the incident, quote, disheartening. New York's governor, Andrew Cuomo, calls what happened utterly disgraceful. 2 officers involved are now suspended, and an internal police investigation is underway.
America, why on earth did that man, or should I say that police officer, that was a 75-year-old man, people, that the police is supposed to protect and serve, not push and shove. Are you damn kidding me? He's 75 years old and you done bust his back of his head by pushing him on the ground for no reason. The man looked like he was just walking up. You know, what was the purpose? Where's the threat, as they say? You know, you walking, y'all walking. Really? Even if he was saying whatever, you had no business pushing him. So, to the family of that 75-year-old man, sue the hell out of him. Individually, the person that pushed you and that city. That's what you need to do. When are y'all police officers gonna understand? You have no right to put your hands on anybody unless they are threatening you. I mean, because I am so damn trying to understand. Why in the hell do y'all make a threat that's not a threat? You think that the average person is crazy when you say it, when you blaming them, when you this and you that, when you just put your hands on them for what? Just because you got a damn gun? Really? I want to know, out of all the cops, especially those 4 that was just sitting on Mr. Floyd like he was part of the ground, where was the threat? I mean, I would never understand that video there to where, you know, y'all thought y'all was sitting on a damn alligator or some shit. I said, you know, to the Asian MF, your ass standing there like you guarding a motherfucking president or something. Then you realize that your goddamn partners was just smashing the life out of a human being and you just standing up like, keep back. I want to know how big all 4 of y'all asses would have been if y'all didn't have that damn uniform on or carry a goddamn gun. Y'all wouldn't even try to even do no shit like that. And after, I don't understand, after 8 minutes and 40-some seconds, that not one of y'all realized that y'all was sitting on a human being. All because you seen this asshole. It was like y'all was robotic. You know, what pisses me off, y'all asses knew how Mr. Chauvin was. A chauvinistic motherfucker. That's who he was. He had the perfect goddamn name. And to have 19 damn complaints in 19 years and 1 murder, I hope y'all open that goddamn murder case so he can get more damn years. Hopefully damn needle. I said, because at this point, people, I'm thinking that all 4 of them need to plead damn guilty and save the Floyd's family from reliving that day that they're gonna keep reliving over and over and over. And what I would like to request, and you know, just for the sake of his family and his children, that little beautiful daughter of his, can y'all just stop playing that video? Because I don't think anybody that's buried on a rock has seen that video. So I don't want to be the elephant in the room, but I think we didn't seen it enough in 11 days. Please stop showing it. You know, you have angered us. That video has angered the world, and we don't need to keep seeing it. What we should have seen was you parading all 4 of them damn officers in front of a damn camera. That's what you should have did. You should have let the world know the time that they were going to be arrested, so they can have a camera crew from every goddamn city and state to watch their ass to be, you know, to watch them being hauled off to jail. You didn't give us that damn privilege. We should have watched them being like they do us. Like we ain't nothing. They should be treated like animals, thrown to the damn ground and arrested. Y'all was very nice to just go to their house and arrest them. Y'all should have sat on their ass for a little bit, on their neck. Let us get that opportunity to see one of y'all on one of them, on all of them neck. That's what you should have damn did. You think we would have been dancing? Huh? We would have been shouting, flip-flopping every damn thing, 2-stepping like we was, if y'all had gave us that to see that kind of justice, what they didn't give. So, America, these SOBs that pushed this 75-year-old man down, whoever, I only seen one hand pushing. And he's 75, evidently, and take much. He's 75, people. He probably didn't even know his name, you know? Why you didn't ask a question before you pushed him? Now he probably ain't gonna remember nothing with his back of his head bust out. And y'all sit up there looking stupid when it happens. Instead of running to him. Really? You bunch of assholes. Hope you're burning in hell. Okay, America, those videos there has really put me in a mood. But the move that I want y'all to do for me, hit that subscription button and that notification bell so you will know when I will be ranting on crazy ass videos like that. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye.